The Miami Herald is serious about popping up ads. Suarez says Miami residents will be getting Bitcoin yield in digital wallets. It's a complicated story. Let's try to break down part of it. Miami created Miami Coin, which they then allowed people to mine and somehow made $21 million. The $21 million is being denominated in another cryptocurrency called stacks. When the stacks are locked up, there's a 10% Bitcoin dividend or reward for securing the stacks network. Therefore, the city of Miami will now have a 10% yield, $1 million in Bitcoin, or $2 a resident. But this could be thousands in a decade. I also have beachfront land in Nevada and some incredible swamps in Florida to sell you. Peter Todd has the mayor of Miami cracked the code with stacks, Miami Coin, and this brilliant plan to pay the citizens all $2 based upon just incredible financial market success of Miami Coin.
Remind me again, how many dollars does it take to send a $2 check to every citizen?
I think we could send it to them in Miami Coin.
Yeah, well, the gas fees on that.
Yeah. This sounds like one of those projects where the outcome is, oh, shoot, what are we going to do now?
Oh, that's pretty much the modus operandi of any government scheme.
Well, they're already launching a sequel called New York Coin, and the company that's making these city coins is going city to city, creating these new coins. It's reminiscent of what was the Icelandic coin?
Aurora
coin. We had California coin back in the day. We lived in California, so we mined some California coin. We were patriotic in that way, unsuccessful in that market. But yes, it's all come back again. The cities have figured out they can print money out of nothing. They can put it into this stacks thing, which Adam Back on Twitter said reminded him of Hex, which is always good when the city of Miami is right there with Richard Hart and Hex. You like to see that. And I can't wait till New York City's in the same boat.
Governments are great at building Ponzi schemes as much as they hate it. Like the entire retirement scheme, you have to get more young people into the workforce to pay for the old leaving. So, that's why China's shit out of luck because they had one child policy for so long. But yeah, these sort of schemes are an obvious sort of weird Ponzi, right? We'll put in stacks and then we'll pay you real Bitcoin. I'm getting real Bitcoin to people. They have to actually get this stuff. That's rare. So I don't know, man. It's kind of wacky. I think I don't know where this scam's heading.
Like if politicians celebrated openings of new factories and restaurants and other things like half as much as they celebrated all this nonsense, like come on.
Yeah.
I just think it's great to see all these people go through their Bitcoin learning process. But the problem is a bunch of them seem to be babies and children and toddlers, and they're not learning very fast. So how many of these like quasi scams, these like, well, I guess it's what do they call it when it's a star doing the thing? It's based on their identity. So Miami is selling their identity, that kind of scam.
Oh, what, like affiliate scam?
Yeah, there's a lot of those. Like like you become a influencer and then you put out a scam in your name, and every influencer has to go through it, and now it's at the city level. Like soon a state will come out, like Nebraska. They'll be like, Nebraska coin, we're gonna save the government of Nebraska by putting our money into stacks flex technology, and we're gonna get 10% yield on our 80%. Like somebody's gonna do this, and it'll work the first couple times, then 8 more states will do it, and then they'll get over leveraged and they'll crash, and then they'll blame Bitcoin. The important thing is after all this happens, we blame Bitcoin.
Like speaking of, I am selling stacks of open timestamps coin.
Stamps.
As long as they're in a stack, like you just have to put coin on the end.
Yeah. Hey, what's interesting is that in the EU here we have the ECB, this sort of super state structure, so that members of the European Union can't print their own money. That's why Greece had to they couldn't just print their own money to get out of problems. They had to actually sell acropolises and actual land and islands to the CBD, and the CBD would just print the shit out of nowhere and go, oh, here you go. It's the weirdest thing. So it's kind of weird. It's the same sort of in the States. You have the Federal Reserve, and now you've got the little ones, the little states that can't print their own official money. So maybe now they're just getting into this crypto stuff.
Exit question. Who will print their own coin next? We've got Miami coin. We've got New York City coin. Peter Todd, name the next coin.
San Francisco coin. They're dead broke anyway.
They may as well do it. Do you think it'll be a similar, like, built by this company? Because this company's going around. They're handing out flyers. So if you're the mayor, you're like, I read a flyer and we're going to get so much money. Or do you think they'll use like a open source, roll it up like San Francisco, like a real cool coin?
It's San Francisco coin. You got to go back it by used needles and human excrement.
For every pound of human excrement that we collect, we will print 1,000 San Francisco coins.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Josh Segala, other than San Francisco, who prints their own coin next?
Well, the NBA, they found these NFTs, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, wow, we just made 25 million bucks out. We made 50 million. What? And, like in true, totally not understanding money at all, they just go, we made what? 50 million. Print more of them. Get more NFTs, more hot shots. And I think this is probably going to be the same with any of these state coins. They go like, hang on, we raised how much? Print more. So you sort of like trust. I don't know, probably some sort of sports team rather than another state.
How would they screw that up though? Like baseball cards have been a thing for decades. They know how the collectible market works. Like this should be a no-brainer for them.
It should be, but they are literally screwing up. The NBA are now just pumping this stuff out like there's no tomorrow. And
that's
Well, and it's
maybe they're smarter than you think.
No, they're not. It's sad. The model is right there. You copy this Bored Ape Yacht Club. You get an artist to draw an awesome picture of every NBA player plus the team, and then you sell one of ones and let the market go totally insane over collecting their favorite player, and let the players fight with the other players to own each other.
Okay. Here's the thing though. Like,
again, it sounds terrible. The words coming out of my mouth sound terrible.
But remember, we got to look at this from the perspective of the NBA. They might be looking at NFTs and thinking, all right, this is a pile of nonsense that'll be completely gone in 5 years. So let's maximize our revenue now before it's gone.
Yeah.
And if you're in that mindset,
though, they just have to go for it. Like, gosh, the one of ones, man.
But the thing is, if that's their mindset, it makes sense to go print as many as possible and flood the market, because you got one shot at making money out of this. You might as well take advantage of it now.
Yeah. Even like you said, though, they've had years of experience with collectibles. So
but collectibles have been durable for years. Like if they actually think NFTs are going to be totally gone in 5 years, it makes sense to flood the market now. Baseball cards will probably still be around at 50.
Well, if OpenSea disappears,
Topps used to have the deal with Major League Baseball. They lost it after 50 years. They made their first set of NFT baseball cards on wax, and now everyone's just waiting to see what the new company will do. If they, I'm sure they'll make NFTs, but what platform, what type, etc.
Yeah.
Topps. Were you an ice skating guy coming from Canada? Were you like into that sort of thing, Todd, Peter?
I mean, I knew how to skate, but I didn't. I never really got into hockey or anything.
Yeah.
And by knowing how to skate, like I could go very fast. I could turn well and all that, but I wasn't so good at stopping. The stopping bit,
that's the one that looks really cool too.
I could do a hockey stop, but like there's all kinds of stops you want to do, and I was mainly good at that one. Yeah,
I do the Japanese schoolgirl stop. That's my Or is it? Can't really do anything else.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can do the go straight at the board as fast as you can and just slam into it. I like doing that as a kid.
That's also fun.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea how bad it was in California. The rollerblades. You had this little stopper on the back. You couldn't do a kick stop. And you were outside on completely uneven ground. At any time, you were like doing well. You're like, I can skate. No, you cannot. Like, it happened many times.
Here's my dentist card.